again, everyone. I'm just going to introduce myself one more time in case you guys forgot. My name is Alora Murray, and I'm an instructional developer here at Unique Corporate, and I work with the amazing and awesome training team. And I hope you guys have been enjoying your unique journey so far, but I want you to really focus on that word I just said. Journey. This is a journey. You don't have to do everything all at once. So I don't want you to stress at all. But today we are going to focus on Facebook Lives. These are going to be so important for you and your business. And to talk to us a little more about that, we have the wonderful exclusive Black Status presenter, Kara Lewis Newton, who is going to be joining us in just a second. So we're going to get her added. There she is.
Hi, hello again.
So, Kara, I introduced this whole thing. I said that we're going to talk about Facebook Lives. Right off the bat, can you share with us why it's so important in your business to do Facebook Lives?
Yes. Okay, so I believe you heard me earlier talking about parties. They are the backbone of my business. They are the tool I use for network expansion. And when I say network expansion, that means that I add friends through the parties. And that means that more people are following and watching my journey. Now, they don't totally get to know me in my parties. It's on my Facebook wall that they begin to connect with me. And that is where I go for the sales. It's also where I create relationships. And there's no better way to do that than live, raw, uncut footage where people are watching you learn about makeup. And that's through the Facebook Live. It's so, so important in connecting with people.
I love it. So you use the word connecting 3 or 4 times. So obviously that's very important. Why is it so important that people connect with you? Why is that such an important thing?
You know, one of the things I tell my team, and I heard this at a training recently that I was at, is that people will buy why you do something, not what you have. And so that means they're going to buy from you because of you, because of something they see in you that connects with them, that feels similar to them, that feels good to them, that makes them feel more confident about themselves. That has been the single most thing that I have done in my business, I think, to create sales is I connect with people and I find a commonality. And when they find that in me, then they want to purchase from me. They want to stay loyal to me. They want to continue to come back to me. And so that's why that connection is just so important. And Facebook Lives give you the most unbelievable platform to be able to do that.
And this goes right along with the next question I want to ask you. You are so good at doing this in your Facebook Lives. You are so genuine. Can you explain to our fellow Y sisters who are watching, why is it so important to be genuine and to be yourself?
Whew. Just like I said, people are going to come to you because of why you do it. And I think one thing, especially females, right? We're so good at picking up on inauthentic, non-genuine behavior. I always tell my new presenters, people are not looking for supermodels and they're not looking for makeup artists. They're looking for real women just like them who have learned how to do something. Why? Because it gives them the hope that they can do it too. This is one of my favorite quotes and I use it in almost every training that I do, but it's the quote that people will admire you for your strengths, but they connect with you in your weaknesses. So on my lives, you're going to see me screw up. You're going to see me drop things. You're going to tell ridiculous stories about my life. You're going to sometimes see me with a towel on my head. I want them, yeah, that is life. And I want them to connect with me in all of it, in my strengths and my weaknesses, because that's really what women want. They want to see real women living life, showing them this can be done. You can do this too.
I love that. I love that. So being genuine not only connects you to others, but also kind of in a way inspires others who are watching it.
Absolutely. When they see me and my hot mess, but then they also see what I've been able to do, it says to them, oh my gosh, my house is a wreck like hers, or my house is as loud as her house, or my hair looks like that in the morning. And then she can, what? And it makes them feel like, well, I'm like her in this way. Maybe I can be like her in this way too. Maybe I can find the success that she has found. So it's so important that you show them the genuine, vulnerable side of yourself so that they can connect with you and believe that they can accomplish the things that you've accomplished.
I love it. It's so inspirational. Thank you. So now let's talk about the live itself. So let's go over some key steps. You say that you want to set up a time to do a live. Why is that so important?
It keeps you accountable to do it. More than anything, it keeps you accountable to do it. If for me, I go live in the mornings right around 9:30. I know that's when people are expecting me to do it. If I go a few days without going live at 9:30, I start to get some messages from people. Where are you? I haven't seen you. It keeps myself accountable, and it keeps people in a regular routine. That doesn't mean that you can't go live at different times. I like to switch it up sometimes. Sometimes I'll go live in the evening, or sometimes I'll go live on a Saturday. But for the most part, I do my lives 3 to 4 times a week at 9:30 in the morning.
Love it. All right. So that's setting up a time. You also say to set up a filming area. Along the same lines, why is that so important?
It just gets you kind of in a routine. It helps you feel more confident in what you're doing. You're not looking for things. And it does not need to be complicated. I probably get asked in every single one of my lives, what does your setup look like? Truthfully, I'm sitting at a desk in front of a window. That's it. And my phone is in a phone mount that I got off Amazon. It doesn't have to be anything expensive or elaborate, but just find a place that works for you, that you feel confident in, that you feel like the lighting is good, that you're not scrambling all around trying to find things. Have your stuff set out. Because to me, there's nothing worse than getting on a live and I'm missing products, or I can't find something. People don't care so much, but it's going to get you flustered if you're searching for stuff. So get yourself prepared so that you're not, so that you're set up for success.
All right. Perfect. All right. So the next one we're going to talk about is figuring out what to talk about before you go live.
Absolutely. Well, I think for a new presenter, it's so important to understand you don't have to go live and do a full face of makeup. There's no rules here. You don't have to know how to contour. You don't have to know what eye colors look the best on you. You literally can go live and just do lashes. That's okay. That. Yeah, no rules here. You can go live and just do brows. Nobody said you have to do a full face of makeup if you're not ready for that. I always do like to have a specific thing that I am focusing on. So rather than just talk about my entire face, because let's face it, there are a lot of products that go into this.
I was like,
that can be,
I was starting to count how many I have on my face.
That can get really overwhelming.
1, 2, 3.
So I focus on specific things. So one day it might just be what I'm doing to my eyes. Someday it might just be my lips, or maybe my eyes and my lips. And then other days it may not be that at all. It may just be the foundation. That kind of narrows it in for your customers so that they don't get so overwhelmed by the amount of products that we're using.
Okay, awesome. So setting up a time, setting up a filming area, figuring out what to talk about, not only helps others enjoy your live more, but also helps you feel more confident and in control of doing it. Okay,
absolutely.
Awesome. So do you tease your Facebook Lives before you go live?
I try to. You know, it doesn't happen all the time. It just depends. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll put up a post the night before just to remind people, hey, I'm doing a Facebook Live at 9:30 tomorrow, join me. Or sometimes I'll have a week where I'm doing like a series. I'm doing a particular theme that week. Just recently I did a theme, it was called Colors of the Rainbow. And I did a different look each day with different colors. So it was red, orange, yellow on my eyes. And so, yes, I did tease those lives because people were kind of expecting them. And I do think that that helps engagement a lot. It helps viewership.
Okay. And speaking of engagement, do you respond to comments on your live? And if you do, why?
Okay. Here, my personality is very fast paced. I like to get in and out of things quickly. I do everything fast, if you can't tell. So I'm working
like, girl,
very hard. I'm working really hard at learning to engage with my comments. And that's something I'm still working on, is answering questions when people ask them. But I definitely think, absolutely, engage with the people when they get on your lives, and even more so when you get off the live, because more people are going to watch your replay. Always remember that. Don't get discouraged by the number of views while you're actually live, because most people will watch the replay. So it's really important that when people comment, that you go back and respond to their comments, just to keep that engagement up on that video, so that it keeps getting pushed back up into people's news feeds, so that more people will be able to watch it.
I love how you just said, do not get discouraged by how many people are watching your lives, because lots of the people who are watching this live right now, they're new presenters and they're just starting to build your network. They're just starting to build their network. So that number, that little I with how many people are watching, should not be your main concern right now.
Not at all. Yeah,
Love
not
it.
at all.
So you always have a call to action at the end of your lives. Why is that so important?
I think one of the, I've done this now for 4 years, and I've been watching just the different things that have changed on social media and the ways that as a culture we purchase. And we are a very instant gratification culture now. When you think about Amazon Prime, it's literally like one swipe, right? We have all of these new fashion boutiques that are popping up on Facebook. And to buy that shirt, all you have to do is comment with your email address. And so one day I thought, why can't I just do that with my lives? And so when I am showing a product, I basically say, if you're interested in the liquid foundation, just comment below color match. And that's the call to action. I usually have either 2 to 3 call to action words that they just have to comment. That gets me into their messenger. And that is the most important thing. You want to have that one-on-one conversation with them. Or say you're using, what do I have here? The Behold setting powder, and you tell them about how amazing the Behold setting powder is. And so you say, just comment below, Behold. All they have to do is comment Behold. And that gets you able to message them and say, hey, thanks so much for commenting on my live. I'd love to order you the Behold setting powder. And that gets you talking. You can upsell the product. But there's always a call to action for me to make it so simple for them to purchase and for me to get into their messenger.
Great tips, great tips. So before we finish up, is there anything, any final tips or advice that you have before we wrap this whole thing up?
I would say that lives have been the most beneficial thing to my business in the last year. But combining that with the party is the real clincher. You expand your network in the party by finding friends through that platform. They begin to watch you on your wall and connect with you, build relationship with you through those lives. You may not even realize that you're connecting with them, and you are. And that's where the sales are going to come from, or through those lives. So often your sales won't come from the party, but they'll come 3 months later from the people that were in that party through the live videos. It's so important to be doing those and to be doing them consistently.
Love it. I love everything you said was just fantastic. I hope everyone was taking notes on all your tips for Facebook Lives. And I just want to reiterate what she just said. Don't be afraid to do a Facebook Live. And that is my challenge to you guys, everyone who is watching or watching this on replay. Go out and do your own Facebook Live. Do your very first one. Write down what you're going to talk about. Choose a place to sit in. Set up a time. Let people know you're going live. Just get that first one out of the way, and it will get easier. But our challenge is that you try it. That's the most important thing. All right. Yes. Kara, thank you for being with us today. You gave us so many tips. I told you you could write a book about parties. You could write a book about this. So thank you for being with us. And we will see all of you guys later. Have a great day.